Hello, everybody. Joe Vagadones here, and welcome back for another episode of White Album. I was like Falling Snow. Last time we left off, I hung out with Mana a bunch. Pretty much all we did. Pretty sure we finished off, the Mana is sick event. Then we got sick, and it was good times had by all. Very, very cute. But it's been a couple days since I recorded 4th of July weekend. Well, even though it landed on a weekday this year and was fucking weird. That led me to not want to record because, one, it's like, I don't want to really do anything. It's my holiday too. I'm just gonna play FF14 all day for like 16 hours straight, leveling all my fucking DPS classes in the worst possible time to be leveling DPS. But I struggled through it. I'm almost done with the last one, and then I just have 2 healers left, and those will go by like fucking that. Because queue times for healers is crazy fast, because no one wants to play them, even though they're fucking piss easy. And the Doomsday Siren's going off outside. Great. But other than that, the only important, life milestone event that's happened is my headphones died. My, nice Bose Quiet Comfort headphones that I've been wearing for like the past, not even a year. Like, they're less than a year old. I checked when I got them on Amazon. They're like new still. They're just broke. I don't know what happened. I was using them one day. Like, I was using them on the 3rd. Put them down on my desk. Came back down in the morning after, I had slept for the night. Put them on. Just didn't work. No idea what happens. I tried charging them. If they're even getting a charge, they won't turn on. You can't connect to anything Bluetooth-wise. I've tried multiple different, aux cords. Nothing. I tried plugging them into different things, like my microphone, my PC directly, my phone. Nothing. They're just fucking bricked. So, I'm gonna have to email Bose and be like, hey, what the fuck? Can I get a new pair, please? And, mail them off. But as you can see, I'm still recording, and you don't hear the sound blaring out of my PC right into my microphone, which means I'm wearing a pair of headphones. It's because I'm wearing my old Sony Quiet Comfort ones. They're not Quiet Comfort ones, they're noise canceling. I'm getting my stuff mixed up here. That I also thought was broken, which is why, in the first place, I even ordered the Bose. 2 pairs of Bose, actually. I have the Quiet Comfort Ultras, which are great, but terrible for recording because they pick up what you're saying on the outside and then through a speaker, put it in through your earphones, so that way you can hear people talking to you. The only issue is there's a slight delay when you do that, and I also do it through the microphone I'm recording in, so if I have both hooked up, I'm going to be getting, audio monitoring twice, except one's offset, so you get that kind of news reporter effect, where you'll watch videos on YouTube of people just, going into stammering, stuttering messes because they're hearing their own voices with the slight delay in their earpiece, and when you're trying to speak, it's so distracting, and your brain just short circuits. It's an issue all the time for me. We talk in the radios a lot at work, just walkie-talkies. It's like, I'll be trying to talk into mine, but then the guy next to me will have his walkie-talkie on, and, what I'm saying will be coming out of it at a slight delay, so I gotta, cover up, my ear, put my fingers in, hold the fucking walkie-talkie and, face the other way, so that way I'm not hearing it, so that way I can actually speak coherently. It's a mess. It's a mess. But, yeah. Hopefully I don't gotta dig out the box and paperwork for these, because I don't even know if I still have them. Hopefully they'll just accept my Amazon, receipt saying I got them in November, and that'll be good enough. So for the meantime, back to using my old kind of, not as good. The Bose ones are definitely better. These ones, they're a little tinny, especially when the noise canceling is off, because they have to be charged up for me to turn on the noise canceling function, which helps a good bit, but with that off, they're just kind of like tin cans over my ears, with a fucking wire going to my computer. They don't got the best bass You know, the audio levels are a little whack. My videos sound a little different when I'm editing them. But yeah. That's pretty much all my complaining done for the day. Let's hop on into it, I guess. I don't even know what day it is in the game. 17th? Let me scroll up in the guide so that way I'm on the right dates. 17th is a do-nothing day. Yeah, take it easy, why don't you? That's what I'm doing. Though, it's so fucking hot today. It's ridiculous. Like, I'm melting inside. It's like 90-something out, but the humidity must be real high. I got my AC going, I got my fan going on me. It's still not doing anything. It doesn't help that I'm drinking hot coffee, but without the coffee, I'd be in even worse shape. Today's Mana's birthday. I should bring her the gift I bought last week. Wonder if she's home. If not, I can always try again in the evening.
Hi.
Ah, she's here.
Hi, ちょっと待って。なんだ、藤井さん。
Yeah, that's not Friday. Hello to you too. What kind of greeting is that?
今日は何？こんな日曜日に。
Well, today's your birthday, isn't it? So I thought, so I brought you a gift to celebrate.
どうして藤井さん、そんなこと知ってるのよ。
Huh? I mean, it was included in the paperwork the agency sent me.
書類？
You know, for being your tutor?
あ、そっか。藤井さんのことだから、私のことまで調べ上げたのかと思っちゃった。
I don't do stuff like that. I'm not a stalker.
そんなと
Yeah,
こに
digging
立
through
て
your
ないで。
trash trying to find like
Hi,
junk
Tara.
mail with your fucking birthday on it.
中に。
Ah, right. Strangely, there's a bear on her bed. It's a ridiculously huge stuffed animal. What's with the bear? I blurred out, surprised.
ちょっと何よ。そんなにジロジロ見ないでよ。別に私が買ったんじゃないんだから。
Okay. So big, though. She leaves me with the bear to go make some tea. The more I look at this bear, the more I realize how utterly appropriate it is. It seems completely out of place in this neatly organized and well-furnished room. But I can easily imagine Mana snuggling up to it at night. Woo! Mana CG with a little bit of... Pull your skirt down, girl. It's winter. It's gotta be cold. It's a little too wet. I can't imagine anything else in the space it takes up.
ちょっと藤井さん。
Oops. Mana must have come back at some point.
あんまり人のベッドジロジロ見ないでよね。どうせまた変な想像でもしてたんでしょ。
Of course not. I was just having a mental conversation with the bear. If I told her what was actually going through my head, she'd flip her lid. Anyway, more importantly, dear Mana, happy birthday. I hand her a small box. Big heroin points. I have no idea if you like it or not, but... Oh, feel free to open it.
うん。
I was gonna say open it up, but I'm like, nope, that's not what it says.
時計？
Yep. She doesn't seem all that thrilled.
しかも懐中時計なんて流行遅れなものよく見つけてきたわね。
It's definitely a relic of its time, but I wouldn't necessarily call it old-fashioned, right? It's a pocket watch, my guy. It's the 90s. It's been old-fashioned for like 50 years. I thought you might enjoy having something a little more mature. Teddy bears and stuff are good too, but sometimes it's nice to get something unexpected. I say, sneaking glances at the bear on her bed. She swore that she didn't buy it herself, so obviously someone, perhaps a friend, must have gifted it to her. Either way, glad it wasn't me.
ふーん。まあ藤井さんにしてみたら割といいセンスかもね。
Yeah, kids like, you know, getting mature gifts like this when they're at this age. Makes them feel like, oh, I'm a real adult now. Huh?
腕時計もちょっと飽きてきたし、たまにはこんなの持ってたっていいかも。
Oh, yeah, it'll be a good change.
腕時計だと 手首に日焼けの跡が残るから嫌だったのよ。
You're not wrong there. In the summer, well, I was about to say, I get a weird tan line, but not anymore because I don't wear watches at work because it's not allowed. Because they'll get caught and it'll like deglove your entire hand in machinery, or it'll conduct electricity and, you know, make your hand explode like a fucking hot dog with a firecracker in it. You know, not good. So we don't wear those. Right, the sun will do that. It is, in fact, the middle of winter.
あ、もう都合のいい解釈はやめて
You
よ
can still
ね。
get a tan line in the winter. Noted. In fact, it's kind of easy. Maybe not here because there's not much snow, but if you've ever, you know, lived somewhere where there's a lot of snow and you're outside a lot in the winter, like doing work, you know, like I would go fucking clear down trees of my grandparents' property in the middle of the woods. But that involves, you know, dragging them to the clearing and then working where it's just like a sheet of snow reflecting the sunlight right up at you. Just like you end up with like a weird tan on your face and like nothing else. Though you could get in your arms too, because when you're working that much, you basically don't even need outerwear. Your just body temperature is so high that if you wear like a winter overcoat, you'll cook to death. More fun ideas for me. I think to myself while watching Mana open and close the cover to the watch. I can't tell if she likes it or not, but at least she's using it for now. It's the best I can hope for. That being said,
何よ、藤井さん。そんなにあのクマが気になるの？
I thought about getting a pocket watch before, but not gonna lie, if you can't pull it off, it's kind of cringy. It's a little cringe. Not gonna lie, just a little. Considering the fact, you know, the only fucking pocket watch I would have gotten would be like a Full Metal Alchemist one, and those things look like dog shit. Dog shit. Besides also just being anime merch. You know, not... It's really hard to pull off the pocket watch look if you're like 19. Or like, realistically, I was like 16 when I was looking into it, but in that range where you're like, oh yeah, look how cool and mature I am. I'm wearing a suit and I got a pocket watch. Ooh. And it's like, brother, you are a child. Put that away. What are you doing here? Come on. Not really. Incredibly so.
あれもお誕生日のプレゼントなの。
From who? I figured as much.
やっぱりって何よ。
Just that you got it from a friend?
ママからよ。
Yeah, Mana doesn't have friends. Oh. Of course it was her mom. I've yet to meet her, but it'd be pretty lousy of her to forget her daughter's birthday. That was very nice of her.
何が？お誕生日にクマさんでも送っておけば娘もおとなしくしてるなんて思ってるんでしょ大方。
Hopefully it doesn't have like a nanny cam in it.
自分の娘にクマさんだって。
I guess. Though I still think it's the perfect gift for her.
何よ。
Nothing. She always knows what I'm thinking about.
いかに自分の娘の成長に無関心かってわかるわよね。ね。
Totally. I don't really want to be a part of this conversation anymore.
藤井さんの方がよっぽどちゃんと見てるわよ。
Maybe. I guess that comes with the territory of being a tutor.
だからって自分に都合のいいように解釈しないでよ
Hey,
ね。
you're not special or anything, God. I know I tried to like kiss you, but you know, that was just heat of the moment. You know, don't think too hard about it. Sorry.
まあでも今日はちょうど暇だったし藤井さんもせっかく来たんだから。
That's unusual for her to not rush me out the door as quickly as possible. And we have fun chatting for a bit. I continuously find my attention being drawn to that gigantic bear in the room. And I get an earful about it each and every time.
それじゃあね藤井さん。
Yep, today was fun. Thanks.
何言ってるのよ。いつもと同じじゃない。もう遅いんだから早く帰ってよね。
She says, pointing to the pocket watch I gave her. Okay, I'm going. I'll see you next time. Good night. Is it a watch that you constantly need to, keep it wound, or is it have like a battery in there? Because I got some watches that you need to wind, and it's a fucking pain in the ass. Because like I said, I never wear them, so it's every time I take it out, it's like, oh, the date's wrong, the time's wrong. Gotta twist it up, readjust it. I decided to make my escape without saying anything else to her. The watch matches her style surprisingly well, perhaps due to her height. At least, that's what I think. Though it's also self-winding. How that works is it's got like a pendulum in it that as you're walking, because it's supposed to be on your wrist, your arm's swinging back and forth, and that moves the pendulum back and forth, and as it goes, it's like a ratchet, it goes one way, it winds it a little bit, it goes the other way, it doesn't do anything, but then it swings back, and it's like constantly keeping it wound. At least I'm pretty sure that's how the mechanics of it work. What should we do? At 19th? It's downtown, yeah. I don't want to go out today. I head downtown. Yep, sure is Mana. Easy to tell when she's in the mood. Yep. I think we're talking about hobbies today? Yeah. I really need to start working out. Well, it seems like I've been catching every cold in existence lately. And I feel like my stamina is going down because of it. Yep. In fact, it gets even harder to keep it the same as you get older. Yeah. Well, she's right. Well, that settles it. I'm gonna start working out for real. Yeah?
どうせ藤井さんのことだから単純にハードなエクササイズ組んでいきなり筋肉質になろうとか思ってたんでしょ
Well, she's as sharp as ever.
そんなの全然ダメなんだから
Yeah, you gotta ease yourself into it. It's like, go to the park, walk for like a mile. Don't even run yet. Just walk, build up those muscles. And then it's like, all right, I'll run for like a quarter mile. Then walk the rest. And then, do a couple laps like that. And then pick it up, keep moving. Incremental growth. Huh? You think so? I'm gonna think of it. I remember hearing too much pointless weightlifting is actually bad for you. Oh yeah, you'll fucking shred your muscles and ligaments.
全然かっこよくないじゃんスタイルだっていいなんて思えないしさ
I didn't realize you had an opinion.
やっぱり藤井さんは適当にだらしない体でいい
Mana likes I'm soft, huh?
筋肉つけようとか余計なこと考えなくてもね
Yeah? I don't think she's complimenting me, but it doesn't sound like a diss either. Okay. If that's what you think, then I guess I'll stay the way I am.
もうまた人のこと口実にする
Well, I managed to annoy her in my usual way. We walked side by side a little longer. The nice thing about me going back to night shift is I'll actually be able to go to the Y and go swimming in the morning, almost every day, without having to worry about the crowds. Because I get off work at 7:30. But by the time I get to the Y, it's 8. Not many people are going to be there on a weekday at 8 o'clock in the morning. It's perfect. And because it's an inside pool, I can do it all year round, which was the downside of going swimming at the lake I used to live at. Is once fall came around, it's like, okay, can't really go for a morning dip in here anymore without possibly freezing to death. Not the best way to start the morning, almost drowning. But I can now decide to almost drown inside in a nice heated pool instead. Oh. I got dizzy as soon as I entered my apartment. Haha. I'm a damn mess. Passing out as soon as I stepped through the door. So I managed to drag myself to bed, but it's pretty rough. We've already read all this. Let's skip that. Yeah. Oh. Apparently, I was sound asleep there. Coming. Who could that be? I wobbled out of bed. Coming. Yeah, the first person that actually visited our house when we're sick. All the other fucking heroines we just get phone calls from. You know, Mana's a real one. Uh-huh. Mana? What's she doing here?
やっぱりね、すごく顔色悪い。
Oh, yeah? That's the first thing she has to say? It's like, yeah, nice to see you too. More importantly, what's wrong? Shouldn't you be on your way home from school?
まさか、
She gives me a look like, why does that matter?
どうしたのって、それは私が言いたいわよ。
What?
え？
Yeah, like, what do you mean, what? I don't go to school. Well, he goes to college, but, you know, it's kind of a free-range student. She looks at me, clearly annoyed.
今日は家庭教師の日だからって、学校からまっすぐ帰ってみたら、いつまでも来ないんだから。
Oh, right. I guess today is our scheduled session. But she said I could skip whenever I wanted.
何よ。
Nothing. This isn't the time to bring that up.
どうせ遊びすぎて過労で倒れて食事もしてないんでしょ。わかるわよそんなの。
I don't think this guy really parties. Yeah. How'd you know? Aside from the part about partying, you're on the money.
何？本当なの？
Yes, really.
やだ、もっと早く言ってよね藤井さ
What? Was that just a lucky guess?
ん。待ってて、何か買ってきてあげるね。
No, that girl doesn't waste time once an idea pops into her head.
これ食べたらちゃんと休みなさいよね。
Okay. I found myself sitting in bed with a pile of hamburgers before me. Oh, Mana, you're trying to kill him. I honestly can't say that I'm thrilled about this situation. And then she pipes up with,
消化のこと考えて、ポテトは外しておいたわよ。
Are they? I feel like, you know, meat, some greasy meat would be harder to digest when you're sick.
お腹に優しく、ポタージュのセットにしてあげたの。
I see. She bought me all these burgers because she was worried about my health in her own way. I think.
藤井さん、
She's trying to preserve you from the inside out. What?
ほら、ついてる。
She wipes away a bit of food. Thanks.
ウェットティッシュとかも買ってくればよかった。
This is more than enough. Seriously.
病人のくせに何生意気なこと言ってるのよ。
I'm not sick. I just passed out.
藤井さんは黙って寝ていたらいいの。
Okay. Keeping my mouth shut is probably best, for a variety of reasons.
一応食事もとったし、あとは大丈夫だと思うけど。そうだ藤井さん、ビタミン剤とか置いてないの？
You think this man buys vitamins? No. If I did, I would have taken them already.
なんだ、つまん。
What's that supposed to mean?
まあいいわよ。薬に頼るのってあんまり好きじゃないし。
What? What are you, fucking stupid?
それじゃあ私、そろそろ帰るわね。
Mana, what does that mean? Are you like an anti-vaxxer? What? Hello?
せっかく家庭教師潰れたのに、藤井さんの相手ばっかりじゃ損した気分だしね。
Thanks.
じゃあ、
Like, sure, I get the whole
ちゃんと休みなさいよ。
don't over rely on antibiotics because it'll create like the human fucking extinction bug. But no, if you're sick, take your fucking medicine. What? Huh? I won't.
何かあったら電話していいからね。
Great. Mana?
Hmm?
This is really sweet of you. I appreciate you taking care of me.
この子に及んで何言ってるのよ。
What's wrong with now?
バカ。
Before you can say anything else, she races out of the apartment. Most likely. She's not used to getting thanked for anything. The hamburgers are giving me heartburn. And I'm still really happy she stopped by. Basically back to normal. They're always talking about how fast food, burgers, and stuff are bad for your health. But after last night, I'm starting to think that's a lie. Not like I'm ready to prove it, though. Regardless, I'll have to make sure to return the favor to Mana at some point. Woo, achievement unlocked. Probably a rare one, considering, at least on Steam, the achievement trackers, even getting like Mana's, date event is considered a rare achievement. So it looks like people mainly do the Yuki and Rina routes and just kind of dip out, which, to be honest, can't really blame them if they're just trying to lay the groundwork for, like, getting the backstory before moving into White Album 2. Now then, where should I go today? 24th? Downtown. What's up, Mana? Yep, I'm clicking away like mad because I had my controller unplugged because it's using the fucking USB-C charger to try to charge up my headphones. And I don't want to plug it back in. 24th, hobbies? Hobbies. Change of scenery is good for your health sometimes. Sometimes I need a break from frying my brains out studying all the time to hang out or run around. Like, engaging in some fun winter sports. Really, you're fucking shredding the gnar? Out on the slopes? Pretty much. Oh, I'm far less serious than she is. I can't help but associate winter with I was about to say skiing. I guess they're close enough that there's no point in correcting her. Right. Snowboarding. I ended up just agreeing with her. That sounds cooler anyway. But what? Well, yeah, you're only doing it to impress chicks. Huh? Despite what I said, I've only ever watched other people do it. She's grinning at me. Fine then. Well, why not teach me how to do it? And since you mentioned it, you must be great at it, right? I snapped back with an immature retort. Seriously? Oops. Didn't mean to say that. Have you been surfing? Huh? You've surfed? And there we go, changing the subject as usual. Aha, I figured. I'm okay at snowboarding. Like, I can fucking, like, serpentine down the slope at a nice leisurely pace. I don't like fucking bombing the hill because I told the story multiple times how I've, like, almost fallen and fucking died when I was snowboarding before at a, like, work retreat. Not a good time. Yeah, and I want to learn how to ski. I fucking have a pair sitting in the other room. I can see them hanging up in the fucking in the dining room, just leaning up against the wall. In July. Because I bought them, like, oh yeah, it'll snow here, then I'll just fucking go to the park and, like, scoot around on them, because they're, like, cross-country ones, and there's, like, a little hill there, a little baby hill I can go down to try to get the feel of it. But then it just never snows enough here for enough to accumulate to actually, go out on. That's not true. That was harsh. End up talking about snowboarding the entire rest of the way back to her house. So I end up accidentally pissing her off when I try to cheer her up by promising to take her if she's a good girl. The 25th, stay at home. Guess what we're gonna do tomorrow? Give you 3 guesses. Stay at home. Yeah. Keep going. 27th? Wow, guess what? We're going downtown. Talk about hobbies. Because that's all we ever fucking talk about with Mana. Yeah, it's Mana. It'd be crazy if someone else, considering we clicked on the Mana icon. And it takes some of the element of surprise out of it. Any specific type of fashion that you're always wanted to try wearing? Then, out of nowhere, she starts laughing. Booth babe? sorry? Does she mean a poster girl? Those smiling, model-like women usually decked out in a revealing bikini in order to promote something? So you'd wear a bathing suit or something?
水着じゃないけど、まあそうね。
I'm not sure that's really a good look for...
いいわ。何？
It's just that... I'm at risk of losing my life if I remain honest. Bikini wouldn't do you justice. Why not go with a one-piece design instead?
もうこれだから。藤井さんにはあれが水着にしか見えないって言うんだから。
Well, I mean, Mana, she's got no curves, so with those you want to use like the kind of the frilly top, and then maybe I don't want to say frilly bottom, but kind of like one of the it's almost got like the skirt around it, you know, something to give a little more shape to her body.
いやらしいっていうか。
Not a dirty mind at all.
何ずうずうしいこと言ってるの。
Is it?
あれはあれでちゃんとデザインされてるのよ。あのフォルムとロゴの関係なんて絶妙じゃない。
Yeah. And not having many opportunities to check out those so-called booth babes, my opinion is worthless here.
あれはただのアパレルじゃなくてアドバタイジングの要素も含んでるのよ。聞いてる？
Yes, I'm listening, but I don't understand.
要するに洗練されたセンスが必要ってこと。
Oh, right. I wish you said that from the start. But is that really a style you want to try wearing? I guess more girls are into that than I realized.
嘘だけどね。
You doing what now?
からかってみただけよ。だいたいああいうキャンギャルやってみたいってほど怖いもの知らずじゃないわよ私。
I get it. She really had me for a moment there. Besides, I don't think you have the right body type for a booth babe anyway. Ooh.
面白いこと言ってくれるわよね、藤井さん。
Huh? I don't think I said anything that funny. Ah, crap. That smile on your face right now is terrifying. Okay, come on, let's get you back home. Here, I'll carry your stuff. Whew. Someone managed to get myself out of that scary situation. Yeah, we're going downtown. Oh, wait, we're not? What? Did I fuck things up? I might have. Whoops. It's probably because we did the birthday stuff. The guy didn't mention anything about it, but hey. What, we missed out on fucking one day of, Oh, no, wait, that's the 29th. It's the 28th. There's nothing today. Ooh, crisis averted. I thought because we had gotten the Mana birthday scene, we had actually missed out on, like, fucked up the guide, you know, throwing things off track. But no, there it is. Just as we suspected.
藤井さん。
Yep, sure is Mana. Same greeting every single time. You guys really got this whole routine down pat. Really, hobbies are locked? Huh. Don't really see the lock very often. Usually it's just, you know, insufficient conversation level, but... Huh, weird. Wonder where that is. Wonder if she...
どうかした？
Actually, I was wondering if there were any guys in your class you like. But I figured probably not. She gonna get mad?
うん。でもどうってことないわよそんなの。どっちにしたってバカバカしいし、だいたい同学年とかで頼りなくない？
Yeah, you're not wrong, but that doesn't mean you should, you know, be going after, you know, fully grown men when you're 18. You know, like, sure, you might be legally an adult because your birthday was fucking... Well, considering her birthday just happened, Fuji was macking on a minor until, you know, a week ago. Which is ick to think about. But, you know, whatever. We'll just pretend that didn't happen. We'll just pretend that she's 19, you know, got held back in, like, kindergarten or something due to paperwork issues. I don't know. But yeah. Yeah, the average, you know, 17-year-old is not the man of your dreams, I'd imagine. I guess so.
子供は嫌なの私。 年上よね。やっ
That's a relief. Glad she's not a pushover. Like being so small, all by herself, and honestly, not looking that strong at all. She admitted there weren't any guys she liked. But if it's not for any lack of self-confidence.
だから。もっと頼もしくなりなさいよね。
She moves a little closer, her gaze firmly on the ground. Okay. I might be older, but I'm not too flaky to be anything more than a tutor. But I'm too flaky to be anything more than a tutor. Assuming she'd ever want to date me anyway. But there's one thing I can do. I understand. Here, let me carry your bag for you.
全然頼りないけどね。
We could add bodyguard to my list of duties.
いないよりマシかもね。
Yeah, you know, you might not be strong in a fight, but you can at least take a bullet. The two of us walk back to her house together, like always. Oh, yep, tutoring session. Should probably go to Mana's house then. And then, yeah, now we're in the recursion loop of no new dialogue. It's just keep farming fucking mana points until the end of the game. Which, you know, it's a little disappointing, but I think I mentioned it last time. Like, I get it. The way they designed the game is that you're not supposed to beeline like this. You're kind of supposed to bounce around. Like, oh, you know, oh, today it's like, oh, you know, fucking Akira's free. Let's go hang out with Akira on Friday instead at the park or go to school or something. Or like, oh, today none of my other friends are busy. Let's go tutor Mana, you know, have some fun. But we've optimized the fun out of the game, you know. We're like MMO players. All right. February starts. Ugh. Which means we're close to being in the final stretch. No actual event. Well, no free roaming event today. We'll get one in the evening, it looks like. Ring a ding ding. Someone's calling. Yes, this is Fuji speaking.
夜分遅くにすみません。藤井東也様のお宅でございますか？
The voice sounds panicked while trying to be polite. Mana?
藤井さん。
What's going on? And why are you talking like that?
そんなの誰か別の人が出たら私が困るじゃない。
She's not wrong. I live by myself, so no one else is gonna answer.
わかんないじゃん。
Probably for the best, honestly.
ま、藤井さんはないか。
And she makes a point of adding that before cackling into the phone. I guess not. Anyway, next time you call, don't worry about acting all polite because it's just me here.
裏返らせてなんかないわよ。
Her shriek shoots straight from the phone into my ear. Ugh. My ears are ringing. At least I'm not in kicking distance. As long as you speak in the same voice you usually use. I promise I'll recognize you.
ちゃんと喋ってるわよ。
Or, you know, just get a phone with caller ID. I decided to drop it, scared about what she might do to me next time I see her. So, why are you calling me so late at night? I tried to get us back on topic.
もういいわよ、もう。
Aw, now she's sulking. I'm sorry, I mean it, so tell me. She suddenly lowers her voice.
黙ってたんだけど。
Okay.
明日、藤井さん時間ある？
Huh? Is this related to what she wants to tell me? As far as plans go. Yeah, I got time. Well, I don't have plans.
分かった。
What's going on? I can hear the relief in her voice over the phone, but I'm not sure why.
明日私、大学の入試受けに行くの。
Need a little moral support? Huh?
本当はもっと早く言わなきゃいけなかったんだろうけど。
She mumbles somewhat shyly.
二次試験なんだ。面接とか。
Oh, sorry, I'm sorry, give me a sec. Ugh. I knew she'd sent me her initial college applications all by herself, but I hadn't realized she'd already passed her prelim exam. Or that she even took it. Well, I don't think she ever planned on telling me anything. She wanted to do everything by herself. But if you're telling me now, then that means I stop talking before I finish. There's nothing I can do at this point. If she wanted my help, she would have come to me sooner. Well, to be fair, I'm not sure how much help I would have been. I say cracking a joke at my own expense. I don't want my uselessness as a person to bring the mood down.
だから
Why what? She continues, fumbling over her words awkwardly.
もし藤井さんがいいって言うんだったらだけど、試験会場まで一緒に行ってほしいの。
You want me to go with you? I ask where that is, and it's apparently a fairly prestigious college not that far from here. I wouldn't have to go far out of my way to keep her company, but what should I do? Yeah, I'll go with you. Got nothing better to do. Make a day trip out of it, get some lunch. Sure, I'll go with you. I answer cheerfully.
本当？
She immediately responds. In that single word, I can hear her relief. Of course. I wasn't much use as a tutor, so if there's some other way I can help her out, of course I'll do it. It is pretty early in the morning. I mean, is it pretty early in the morning? Or close to afternoon? I hear the rustle of papers as she looks for the answers, her voice far more upbeat than a moment ago. We actually have plenty of time to get there, though we decide to leave a little early just in case.
藤井さん、
After figuring out the time and place to meet, we're about to hang up when she says my name.
いいの？
Huh? Why do you ask? It's not that big of a deal. I find myself on the verge of comparing it to walking a young kid to school, but not myself. I'm happy I can help. I say instead. Now hurry up and get ready for bed. Don't stay up cramming. Yeah, at that point, cramming is useless. You're just gonna fucking forget everything anyway. Good night. With that, she hangs up. You can review flashcards for a little bit, but not actually, cram. Ooh, it's raining. This is the first time we've seen that kind of like rain effect on the date there. Yep, beep. All right. Taking Mana to her entrance exams today. The weather's pretty awful. I shouldn't let it get to me. Anyway, time to go. The two of us end up arriving at the meeting point about the same time. Morning. Get enough sleep last night? I did. Oh, that's a lie. I slept from like 5 a.m. to 3 in the afternoon. I wouldn't say it's the most restful sleep though, because once the sun got up, it was getting a little toasty up there, even with the AC on the max. I greet her as casually as possible so as to avoid ramping up her anxiety.
うん、大丈夫。
Oh, what's wrong? Why'd she suddenly trail off like that?
藤井さん、車じゃないの？
What? I'm sorry?
なんだ。
For your information, a serious college student like me has no use for a car. Considering we agreed to meet at the station, the thought of driving never crossed my mind.
買う資金もないんでしょ？
Well, that, and he goes to school in the city with, like, a built-in, like, decent transportation system. He doesn't need a car. Well, that's part of it.
まあ、藤井さんに期待する方が間違いだって分かってるから、そんなに拗ねないで。
I'm trying my best. Her kind of tough love approach is hard to deal with.
だからほら、じゃん。
With a flourish, she thrusts something into my face, presenting it to me.
藤井さんってバカ？
Are we taking a bus?
これ、傘っていう道具なの。
Oh, I know.
やだ。藤井さん、朝テレビ見てないの？
Huh? Nope. I don't usually turn on the TV when I wake up.
今日雨降るわよ。
Rain?
天気予報見なくても、空見たら分かりそうなものなのにね。 今日は寒いからみぞれになっちゃうかも。
Yuck. She chuckles somewhat sarcastically. Seriously? Oh, this is a problem? Probably need one of those too, huh? But, before you can say anything else?
いいわよ別に入れてあげたって。
Huh?
ずぶ濡れの藤井さんが捨て犬みたいについてきててもかっこ悪いだけだし。
I mean, you're also at, you know, a train station. They probably sell umbrellas inside. Like, at the little... They probably have, like, a little convenience store in here or something. Uh-huh. She's threatening to hit her stride with the verbal abuse. But at least it sounds like she's prepared to share her umbrella.
じゃあ行こう。
Sure. If she stays in this mood, it should be fine. Her insults aren't anything I'm not used to. The train arrives. So let's wait for the train sound effect to stop, so that way it's not, you know, going over me. Or is it just gonna keep going? Just gonna keep going, okay. I heard that students who take the train to their exams usually pass.
嘘だ。
Yeah, that's fucking bullshit. She's right. Just as we exit the station, it begins to rain along with some sleet, just like the forecast predicted.
ね、言った通りでしょ。
You sure did. She's got a smug look on her face as she holds her umbrella up over both of us.
特別に私が傘持ってあげる。今日は私の方が誘ったんだから。
His head's gonna be like inside the, like, touching the fabric. Like, let him hold it. It's gonna be uncomfortable for you too. You're gonna have your arm like straight up for the entire walk. Ugh.
ってまさか藤井さんこれ期待してきたんじゃ。
Absolutely not. It's really not that big of a deal.
なんて藤井さんにできることじゃないわよね。
Uh-huh. Good grief.
まあどっちだっていいか。
Yeah, he's like a fucking sea sponge, you know? He doesn't think, he just reacts to stimulus in the environment. Yeah?
まあね。これで本当に遊びに行くんだったらもっといいんだけど。
Yeah? Wow. Seems a lot more laid back than I thought she'd be. I could practically hear her anxiety over the phone when she called me last night. Instead of being put off by the rain, she seems to be enjoying it. She's right, though. This would be a lot more fun if we were just hanging out. She's practically beaming. Than usual, considering she's been constantly grouchy ever since we first met. No. That wasn't the first time. I swear I met her once before. I don't think she remembers, though. But I'll remember that smile of hers forever. It's just as bright and cheerful as this one.
何？だらしない顔しちゃって。
I was just thinking about how happy you look.
楽しいわけないでしょ。これから入試だってのに。
I know. And yet, she smiled.
もうすごく緊張してるんだから。藤井さんもちょっとはシャキッとした顔してよね。
Huh? I am.
嘘ばっか。緩んでる。
She flaps her umbrella around happily. Ah, knock it off. It's cold, Mana. Just then,
Oh.
she spots something. What is it? I follow the direction of her gaze. There are two girls wearing Hotarugasaki school uniforms, the same as Mana's.
マナ
Upon spotting her, they wave before racing over to meet her.
もしかして、
Oh, wow.
マナもこれから試験？
Actual character sprites. Thought we'd just get, you know, faceless, you know, student number one, student number two.
うん。
Are these her friends?
やっぱり1時の時にちょっと見かけた気がしたんだけど、やっぱねでしょ？マナだったでしょ？
She says, nudging a girl with short hair and glasses with her elbow.
さすがマナ。1時なんか余裕？うん。結構緊張してたから。ああ。マナがライバルに回るなんてちょっと自信ないよね。
It's fine. People are always nervous during entrance exams, even if you know you'll do good. I fucking know I am. Whenever I have to take like a test for work. Ugh.
そんなことないわよ。
What's going on? They seem to be her friends, but she seems to be purposefully distancing herself. Well, you know, it's her friends seeing her with a strange older man that they know nothing about, and she's like, "Oh, this might be a little awkward to explain."
もう何ビクビク喋ってるのよマナ。
Getting the same weird vibe from Mana's short to the point
いく
responses.
ら学校にまずいこと言われるなんて言ったって結局今日の2時と面接終わっちゃったら怖くないわよ。
A somber smile crosses her lips.
ごめんね。本当はいつもこんな風にできたらよかったんだけどね。あ、こっちこそ私のせいで変な迷惑かけちゃった。
Aha. Come to think of it, I remember her mentioning something about this before. She mentioned not really having friends at school. And yet, it sounds like she actually does.
マナ結構学校来るようになってたから一応安心してたけど、やっぱりちょっと心配で。マナ私たちのこと怒ってるんじゃないかとか心配になったりとか。そんなことないわよ。本当ありがとう。
Yeah, really just, air her dirty laundry in front of us. This is a pretty heartwarming scene. Like something straight out of a teen movie.
ちょっと。
The girl with glasses, who remained quiet this whole time, suddenly taps her friend on the shoulder.
ほら。
Yeah, this weird guy who's just standing here watching. She pointedly glances in my direction. She'd been cheerfully talking to Mana, but as soon as she sees me, she immediately shuts down.
ごめんマナ。じゃあ私たちは別で行くね。
Huh? I feel like there's been some kind of misunderstanding. And they're gone. I can tell she really wanted to go with them.
さ、行きましょう藤井さん。
Sure. She hangs her head somewhat sadly. Hey, if you want to go with your friends, I really don't mind.
いいわよ。別に藤井さんがそんな気を使わなくたって。
Okay, but they seem like good friends.
うん。
It's really okay.
ごめんなさい。
With that, she shoves the umbrella into my hand before racing off after her friends. Before immediately returning. What?
終わる頃に駅で待っててよね。先に帰ったら殺すわよ。
Uh-huh. Were you planning on heading back with me?
帰れってそれにそれ私の傘なんだから返してもらわないと。
I mean, you can take the umbrella. We can, like I said, they probably sell them here at the station. We can just pop in and get a new one. Before the last words are out of her mouth, she's already racing back to where her friends are waiting for her, splashing through the puddles. Wouldn't a girl be so insecure, but at the same time, so confident? Almost like people are complex creatures, my guy. Ooh, that's a downpour. Thanks to Mana's death threats, I can't go home without her. So, I've been killing time, though the sky remains menacingly dark. I wonder if she went home without me. Been a while since she saw her friends, and I'm sure she'd prefer spending time with them. I'll see if I can find her so I don't incur her wrath. Then, the moment I glance away from the station building... Mana? I notice a girl wearing a school blazer at the base of a large tree in front of the station. Be the perfect spot to meet your friends on a sunny day off. Her hair is tied back in two pigtails, and she looks like Mana. But without an umbrella, her hair and clothes are so wet with rain that it's impossible to be sure. If this is Mana, then she would definitely wait around for me to show up, but suddenly she glances over in my direction.
藤井さん
It's Mana. Mana. I run over to her.
藤井さん
She looks up at me while quietly scolding me.
遅いわよ藤井さん。私を待たせてそんなに楽しい？
Wet from the mix of rain and sleet, her messy hair is stuck flat against her head. Sorry. I suddenly remember the umbrella. I hold it over her. So, how'd the test go?
試験？
For a moment, she has no idea what I'm talking about.
うんそこそこできたかも。
She hangs her head.
そんなのどうだっていいわよ。
She seemed pretty worried about it yesterday. Now this. Can't tell if she's sulking or relieved that it's finally over. Maybe a little of both. I assumed you went home with those friends of yours from earlier. She remained silent, her head bowed. She just sits there on the cold, stony bench.
だって藤井さんに待ってなさいって言っちゃったんだから仕方ないじゃない。
That means she turned down their invitation to walk home together? For me? I feel pretty bad.
藤井さんが悪いのよ。そうよ。
She spits out, turning to me.
藤井さんが悪いんだから絶対。
With that, she slowly gets to her feet. I freeze as I see her right leg shift into kicking position. But this time, she wasn't running back to give me a sharp kick to the shins. She's just cold from waiting outside in the freezing winter rain.
もう本当に待ったんだからね。
I'm sorry. Her voice is high-pitched and nasal, like she's on the verge of tears. She suddenly presses her face against my chest before rubbing it on my shirt, most violently. She's either using me as a towel to dry off her soaked hair, or to wipe away her tears. I can't tell. Sorry. Should we get you home? I wrap my arms around her drenched shoulders. I feel her nod against my chest. It worked hard today. You should get some rest.
合格してたらね。
I'm sure you did.
うん。とにかく今日はお疲れ様。気をつけて帰ってね。
It seems a little confusing, to be honest. It makes it sound like he forgot her there when she just, walked back in the rain and sat down on the bench. And she was probably there for like 5 minutes. A little like, okay, that was real dramatic and all, but how and why did that scene happen? He was there. He was probably just under an overhang or like up on like a fucking cafe upstairs because why do you wait outside in the cold if you're gonna be gone for hours? I don't know, a little head scratching, on the setup for it, but we'll roll with it. Yep, trying to catch another cold.
またって何よ。私最後の最後までそんな気を抜かない人だから。
I know.
じゃあおやすみなさい。
Yep, good night. She gives me a small yet energetic wave before heading inside. Perhaps always seemed so big for such a small girl all by herself. But I no longer feel that way. Not sure why. Now then, where should we go? Home. It's the third. Yep, take it easy. Home also. Maybe? What does happen if we go to these mystery events? I'm actually curious. I think we've done one before where it's just like, oh, that was the school festival where it's like, oh, I feel like stupid for coming here, but let's experiment a little. Flump. Oops, sorry about that. Still lost the thought that I walked into someone. Oh, hey, you. Hi. That's the girl with glasses I bumped into accidentally. Bows her head awkwardly. Wait a minute. I know her.
大丈夫？泉。ちゃんと前見て歩かなきゃ。さあ行こう。
The other girl drags her away. But I don't think she recognized me.
ちょっと軽そうな人だったね。ラブちゃん、覚えてないの？
Oh. Guess they're gonna be spreading rumors at school that, oh, Mana, she's shacking up with this fucking older douchebag. That's great. That's gonna be great for her. Yeah, fuck it. Instead of staying home, let's go to these random, question mark events. Because why not? Why not, you know? Working at the cafe. It's day off, and yet I'm still surprised about how dead it is. I guess everyone in the industry's been busy lately. Boss looks bored. Should I ask him if he's okay? You're fine? A laid-back guy. The lack of customers continues into the evening. Just when I think no one will show up. Someone does. Welcome. Wait. Yuki. Oh, hey, yeah, our girlfriend that exists.
お昼お弁当じゃなくてここに来ればよかったかな。
I wish she had too, for many different reasons. Ah, well. And that's all. It'll all work out in the end. Take a seat.
カウンターでいい？
Wherever you'd like. On the verge of telling her that she'd be far more comfortable at a table. But when she sits down right across from me at the bar, I decide not to. Hard work? Where's Yuyoi?
いろいろとお買い物するからって後から迎えに来るよ。
I feel like this is similar to a scene we saw before in her route, but I see. Sounds rough. I engage a light chit-chat with Yuki as I fill a glass with water.
そうそう、トウヤくん、これ話したっけ？
About what?
あのね、いとこの子にね、恋人ができたって話。
I don't think you told me. I say, wondering why it matters.
私のいとこが近所に住んでるんだけど、
She continues chattering away, seemingly oblivious to my completely disinterest on the subject.
高校生なんだけど、そのくせすっごい奥手で、友達もあんまりいないみたいな子なんだけど、
A shy high schooler without many friends. She could be describing herself.
その子に最近恋人ができたみたいなの。久しぶりに電話したらなんだかすごく嬉しそうで。
It's really like she's talking about herself.
その子がね、
Suddenly, she lowers her voice. Something happen? Not that I'm any more interested than before, but I'm curious why the next part is a secret.
その子が
Go on. I wish she'd stop talking like this. I'm starting to get self-conscious.
相手の子にキス迫られたんだって。
What?
もうどうやくん、
She's embarrassed enough for two people.
キス迫られたの？
Uh-huh. I say, sounding nonplussed. Kissing really that big of a deal in high school?
誰もいない部屋でキスだなんて。やだー。
She squirms delightedly in her seat as she imparts the details of the story to me. She looks like some granny getting off on the neighborhood gossip. Considering we hardly get to see each other, she'd at least talk about herself. Yuki? I'm about to suggest a more constructive topic of conversation when suddenly... Hey, come on in. A welcome intrusion appears.
遅くなりました。
It's Yuyoi.
あ、弥生さん、ご苦労様です。食べないで待ってたんだ。一緒に食べましょう。
Nope, get whisked away. Any chance of an actual conversation is now gone.
恐れ入ります。
Promise we weren't talking about anything weird. We return to basic chit-chat as Yuki and Yuyoi eat their dinner. And while that meant I couldn't share an intimate conversation with Yuki, I didn't have to hear about her weird fascination with her nerdy, pimple-faced high school cousin's love life. Wow. Fucking harsh. Well, she's not the type of person to make things uncomfortable if she can help it. She's got that considerate, though I'm not sure if I can call it that, side. I love it so much. So much you're gonna cheat on her with a high school student.
ユキさん、そろそろスタジオへ。
Yuyoi, who'd been quietly keeping to herself the whole time, suddenly raises her head.
もうこんな時間。ごめんね。もう行かなきゃ。
Yep, later, bitch. She says apologetically while Yuyoi watches me blankly from behind her. That's fine.
せっかく会えたのに、無駄話の相手ばっかりさせちゃって。
And whose fault's that? Don't worry about it. If you dwell on it too much, you won't be able to focus on work. At the very least, it's nice to see Yuki's the same as always.
参りましょう。
じゃあまたね、トウヤくん。
Yep, good luck at work. Oh, that's right. There's always next time. Yep, let's go hang out with Mana. 6th. It's just gonna be another copy paste event. Yep. Ding dong. Let's chat. And then end of scene. Wow, crazy. Where should we go today? Do I want to double down and finish the Mana route right now? Because looking at it, we only got a little bit left. Just a smidge. Like, what, 10 days? But then there's a couple scenes in between. I think I'm gonna split it. I think I'm gonna split it. Because I'm lazy. And, in all honesty, I'm not gonna say I don't feel great today, but I'm definitely kind of lacking a little bit of energy. I didn't sleep great, and this heat's getting to me. So with that, I'm gonna tap out here. I know it's a short one, but hey, you guys all got things to do too. I know. So let me do you guys a favor and end it here early so you can go do your stuff. So with that, I'd like to thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring the notification bell. See you guys in the next episode of White Album Magazine, like Falling Snow, where we will finish Mana's routes. I'm sure there's going to be some big dramatic twists and turns. We got Valentine's Day in a week. We got other stuff to happen. Yeah, it's going to be a grand time had by all. Catch you guys all there later. Bye-bye. Mwah.